The Knicks shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
At the line for two.
No good on the free throw, so both teams changing it up here. And the second free throw, good. 12 seconds left to play in the first half. West outside. Here's Iguodala. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
Well, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
And we're through the first half of basketball here in what's been a good one. New York ahead, leading by 5. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Carmelo, some great help off the bench during this first half. What does their contribution mean to this team?
Well, I mean, we always believe that we have one of the better benches in the NBA. And when they come to play like we're playing so far, you know, it makes it a tough game, makes it a tough team to beat. And, you know, just hoping we can keep that up.
It certainly takes some pressures off the starters. Melo, thanks for the time. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. A fantastic first quarter from Carmelo Anthony. He had 11 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. Taking a look at the Knicks, Kenny, what'd you think?
One strong area has been their work on the boards. And you're trying to get ahead in the score and stay there, it often comes down to a few extra possessions. That's why any extra rebounds can make a big difference. Now they have to come out in the second half and attack the glass with the same vengeance.
Shaq, what are your thoughts on Golden State?
See, Ernie, this is what I'm talking about. You know, I was the king of this. See, you got to pound that ball in the paint, and they were doing that. I like to see more of the same in the second half. Don't start shooting jumpers now.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. Carmelo Anthony really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
And, Greg, that tells you all you need to know about what a talent he is. I mean, I'll bet he adds a lot more to his totals after the break.
And what a first year it was for Steve Kerr and the Warriors. It was the best debut as a new coach ever. 67 wins. He also established a franchise win total in his first year.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Durant is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Pachulia in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here is Rose. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Anthony, the pass to Porzingis. Outside Anthony. Pass to Porzingis. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Porzingis has got 9. On our old partner, Steve Kerr also got a chance to coach the West All-Stars and Greg, his record-setting debut season with the Golden State Warriors. Clark, he really hit a lot of big milestones early.
Well, none of us are surprised at his success.
No.
I mean, Steve will be the first to tell you it was because he was surrounded by excellent assistants. I mean, that's one of the underrated aspects of being a good coach is you've got to have a good staff, and Steve has that.
Excellent point. And it's Durant missing. New York leading by 3. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Anthony drives in. And finished off by Noah.
This guy is a beast on the boards.
And when he gets those second chance points, GA, he does not waste one of them.
And you know what? It's always going to be a powerhouse finish with him. We know that for sure.
And that one's good.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
New York's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Nice shot by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 11.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded-out physical game.
That's the kind of look they can continue to go with. Maybe that'll help them create some separation on the scoreboard.
And the shot is good. And that's 12 points for Steph Curry.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Now here's Anthony. 11 points in the game. Anthony missing again.
And the Warriors put the ball in Thompson's hands a lot more last season. He ran the pick and roll and attacked the rim, taking more advantage of his size and ball handling ability at that off-guard position. Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
New York calls timeout. Great for Thompson. Last season, an uptick in his free throw attempts and his assists. And Clark, a reflection of his activity with the ball in his hand.
He's a complete player. Terrific offensive player. Outstanding defensively as well. And what I like about him is he never lacks for confidence. He stays aggressive at both ends of the floor.
Now here's Rose. Pass to Porzingis. Anthony on the wing. Clock at 6. Cannot hit. Good D by Thompson. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That is his first foul of the game. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Porzingis.
Kyle O'Quinn.
The Warriors trailing. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Livingston dishes to Thompson. Durant with it. 15 points in the game. Inside. Pachulia, good. Pachulia's got 4 points in the quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Now here's Rose. Outside Anthony. Takes the 3. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. 14 points for Carmelo Anthony.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
To the paint, here's Durant. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And guys, it's easy to forget sometimes just how young Kevin Durant still is. I mean, last season, he became the second youngest player to get to 15,000 points.
And the first one drops. For Durant getting to 15,000 points, the only player, Clark, to do it quicker was LeBron James.
Yeah, and it's even more impressive when you realize that Durant did spend 1 year in college, Kevin. You take a year off his age, and he and LeBron got to that point plateau in virtually the same amount of time.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Justin Holiday comes in for Courtney Lee. And it's Jennings in for Derrick Rose.
Boy, I tell you, the Warriors did something that no other team had ever done before. They ended the regular season ranked first in field goal percentage and field goal percentage defense. Essentially, they were the best offensive and defensive team in the league. Remarkable.
Now here's Jennings after the miss from Andre Iguodala. Here's O'Quinn. Second shot opportunity. Here's Anthony. He goes up again. That's good. Anthony's got 16.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Last season for the Warriors really dominated from beginning to end to lead the league and Greg, both offensive and defensive efficiency.
And Kevin, a lot of people knew the Warriors were good at offense. I mean, but they've been equally as good defensively over the past few seasons, kind of flying under the radar for whatever reason. Not the case going forward. And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
It's Durant on the wing. To the middle, here's West. The basket good off the assist from Durant.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated, in stride.
New York's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. There's 53 seconds left to play in the third. Anthony nowhere around. Kept alive by New York. The shot's good from O'Quinn.
Next winning, 45.
44 seconds left in the third. Here is Livingston. He's guarded by Jennings. Thompson inside the line. Again, Golden State.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that. It seems to me as though he's lost his way a little bit in the second half. He's been turnover-free before the break. That's certainly not the case anymore.
And New York making a change here. Noah's checked in. Spates checked in for the Warriors. Curry comes in for Sean Livingston. Here's Curry with the three. Joakim Noah grabs the miss. Noah's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Thomas. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Curry sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Curry's got 15.
Man, he's got a tremendous ability to knock it down from deep. I mean, that's a big-time triple.
No doubt that's a difficult shot. You're talking 3